turning the worst recorded drums into professional sounding mixes. Hey y'all, Emily here from Fair Air Music, and today I wanted to share with you how I get less than ideal sounding drums to sound much punchier, more professional, without having to re-record them or spend a whole bunch of money to have them tracked in expensive commercial studios. You can have amazing sounding drum tracks all done from your home studio. Timestamps are available for your convenience, so feel free to skip around. But if you'd like to help the channel out further, please consider giving this video a like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more videos like it. So I've got some drums here, and you know, they're well played, the performance is good. It's just that they don't sound that great due to the environment that they were recorded in. And this is what happens a lot of times when people first start out recording in a home studio, and especially drums. I feel like drums are kind of, you know, a little bit more tricky to get that, what we like to say, professional or commercial sound, because there's a lot of different things that you have to consider when recording in a home studio. And a lot of that has to do with room treatment and mic placement. But what we can do is bring in Trigger to replace those badly recorded drums and get that professional sound that we all want in our mix. So let me give you a little listen here to what we have to work with. So not that many mics, which is pretty standard in a home studio environment. So what I'm noticing a little bit is kind of doubling up on the kick. You see how that's just adding like extra hits in there? And it's probably just due to, you know, the kick pedal, with it has the beater on it, it's just a little loose. And so what we need to do to tighten that up is add our drum replacement Trigger and see what we can come up with. So the first thing that you need to do is go to your settings tab. And by now, you know, you've got this all downloaded, and you've got your expansion packs, folders in, you know, somewhere where you know where they are. And so let's go with the Blackbird kicks here. I love Blackbird, and see if we can find something to replace those with. Now, I like to use Trigger in two different ways. One is to have this set up on a duplicate track and then blend our replacement in with the original track. But in this case, I'm going to replace everything because I kind of want to resculpt the sound a little bit and make sure that we're not having any extra hits and that we're staying on the beat of the song. So that's how we're going to do this one. And let's just go searching for something that sounds good. It's got a little bit more air on it. Kind of like that one. Let's stick that in there and see what we've got. Now we might have to tweak some of these settings. So if you can't hear anything, that means that the detail is a little too high. So let's bring that down to trigger those hits. All right, so here's a great example right there. Those were those extra kicks that we don't want. So now that we've increased the volume, let's adjust the detail again. Right there. There's another one, so we'll go up a little bit more. So now I think we're on beat. So I think we need to increase the volume a little bit on that. We'll see how that sounds with everything. We add something else in there just to give it a little bit more punch. So we'll head back to our browser. Maybe we'll try some kick outs. Increase that a little bit. Now let's see what that sounds like with and without. Much better. Now, since there's not many drum mics and drum tracks going on here, the overheads are going to be picking up those extra kick hits. But we can probably correct that a little bit more with some EQ, and we'll do that just a little bit later. But for now, I just want to get these replaced and sounding more professional. So now I think that's a good place to move on to our snare. So let's add trigger and get something to replace what we originally have. So we'll go back to our settings. We're going to stick with Blackbird, Blackbird snares, and go browsing. Let's see, that Gretsch sounded pretty good on the other one. Let's try that. So we'll need to increase the volume a little bit. All right, so that sounds like we're getting all the hits that we're supposed to get. Let's add something. Do we need a snare bottom? That adds a little bit more snap. Let's add both of those. See if we can blend that to give us a good tone. Okay, so now, just so it sounds a little bit more natural, let's get some room tone in there. All right, maybe I want to add some room back into the kick. About like that. I'm assuming that the M room is a mono. So we use the stereo. Yeah. And let's see what that sounds like with the overheads. All right, so let's bring down our overheads just a little bit. Do a little mixing. And let's get some EQ going here. How about we'll stick with our Slate products. And let's see what we can do. About these overheads. So here is where we started. And here is with our trigger drum replacements and just a little bit of EQ on our overheads. That sounds so much better. We have literally taken the worst sounding drums and have created something that sounds pleasing and professional, way better, and you would never assume that that was recorded in a bedroom. So if you're looking to get that professional sounding drum mix, you've got to get Trigger 2. They also have amazing sounding expansion packs that have been designed by reputable industry professionals. I've got a link in the description directly to the website so that you can download Trigger 2 for yourself and all of the expansion packs. Try them out and start getting the drum sound that you want. If you enjoyed this video and found something helpful in it, please give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know if you use Trigger 2 or if this is something that's brand new to you but you can't wait to check out. And as always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can see more videos just like this one. All right, thanks so much for watching, y'all. We'll talk soon.